How you guys doing? Happy 4th of July. I want to talk about projection. And I'm sure you guys have heard people say that what you project into the world is what you're going to get back. But it's really the opposite from what I see. I notice people who project negativity into the world, those are people who get all the goodness that life has to offer. That's just my observation. I feel when people say that you get back whatever you project into the world, it's really a lie when you think about it, because you can project all the positivity that you want to project into the world. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it in return. You can be positive, you can have a good attitude, you could be optimistic, but that doesn't necessarily mean that goodness is coming your way. You know, um, I feel these sayings that people come up with, these cliches that people come up with, it's nothing more than gaslighting tactics, because you can project all the positivity that you want to bring to the world, but if people don't like you for whatever reason, if people have some ill feelings towards you, because this is a very superficial world. So you can project all the positivity that you want to project, but if people perceive you in a negative light, it doesn't matter how much positivity you bring to the table. It really doesn't. Um, I'm sure a lot of people have been positive. A lot of people have had the best attitude that they can have in life. But life beat the living hell out of some people, and it caused them to develop an optimistic attitude. You know, um, when people say negativity, it boils down to a certain perspective, because what's negative to one person may not be negative to somebody else. So an individual has to define what negativity really means to them, because something that you may feel is negative may not be negative to me. Um, People just come up with all these gaslighting tactics to use against people, to shame people. Oh, if you project positivity into the world, that's what you're going to get in return. Not necessarily. There are people who've been a straight savage in this world. There are people who are straight savages, and they have all the good luck that you could imagine. Because I had to understand that this life that we live, it's not about being a righteous person. It's all about having the right genetics and being born into the right situation, being born to the right parents. That's what this life is about. It's not about projecting positivity, because I'm sure there are people who projected a lot of positivity into the world. But you know what? The world gave them nothing but negativity. So when people say that you get back what you put out, I don't necessarily believe that, because we live in a very twisted and evil world. Good is bad and bad is good. You see how twisted that is? But that's the society that we live in. So when people talk about this idea of projection, oh, the reason why some people catch a lot of hell in life is because they're giving out negative energy. My question is, what about the people who gave out nothing but positivity in their life? They didn't project any negative energy, but the world gave them negative energy. So, my take on this, if the world has given you negative energy, what kind of, I mean, if the world has given you nothing but negative energy, What kind of energy do you think you're going to operate in if the world has given you nothing but negative energy? If the world has given you nothing but negative energy, you're going to operate as a pessimistic person. And that's why some people have negative energy, because life has beat them down so bad. Because nobody wants to operate in negative energy. But you know what? There are plenty of people who project a lot of negative energy. And you want to know one thing? Life has been good for them. They have all the success that you could imagine. All the success that you could imagine. So, that whole idea that you get back what you project into the world is a lie. It's a lie. Society gives you, in my interpretation, I feel that the world gives you back what you look like. I feel the way you look and what you have, that's going to determine what the world gives you. That's going to determine what the world projects to you. If the world decides to project positivity your way, or if the world decides to project negativity your way. I believe when it comes to what the world projects your way, it's based on appearance. It's based on genetic makeup. Because how because whatever energy comes your way, it's not a reflection of your character. It's a reflection of your genetic makeup or what you don't have material wise. Because in this world that we live in, not having certain genetics, not having certain material possessions can cause you to be treated like a piece of trash. It can cause you to be treated like an outcast. And it can cause a lot of negative energy to come your way. But that's just something to think about. Um, I may do a part two talking about projection, because I feel this was a good topic, something I haven't really talked about before. But I see now that that's not true, that you get back what you project. That's a lie as well. But you guys have a good 4th of July. Talk to you soon.